community. What's up, Instagram Live? What's up, everybody? Hello. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about client hacking. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Okay, we are live on Instagram, live in the Facebook group where the replay is going to exist. And we are talking about one of my favorite topics, which is client results. So let me close this because someone else is on the call in here and we're going to be fighting to keep track of who's talking. So welcome. I'm excited to be with you guys today. And I wanted to jump on really quick to do a quick mini training on client hacking, which means how do you make sure that your clients get results? A lot of people say, I'm a coach, this is what I do, right? Maybe you have a niche, you have an industry, and that's all fantastic. But at the end of the day, bottom line, there are two things that matter: client acquisition and client fulfillment. And if you don't have those two things on lock, it's going to be very, very hard to grow a business that's not only profitable, but that's sustainable over a long period of time. So if you are a coach, drop in the comments right now, what type of coach are you? What do you do? What is the result or the transformation that you help your clients achieve? Let me know what that is in the comments. Post it in the chat or the comments so that we all know. Let me know what you guys do. What type of coach are you? Super important to get clarity on that. I want to make sure that I can give you guys some tactical feedback here. So over on Facebook, pop it in the comments. On Instagram, let me know. Put that in the comments. What type of coach are you? What do you do? Everyone here is just here to watch. Nobody's a business owner. Nobody's a coach. Okay, there we go. Emily's a nutritionist. Amazing. So as a nutritionist, what are the results that you get your clients? Right? That is what we would define as client hacking. It means not only getting the client, which is the acquisition process, right? Lead generation, content creation, all of those things that actually build enough momentum for someone to know you, like you, and trust you. But the second piece of that is actually delivering or fulfilling your offer, right? So you might say, I'm a nutritionist, and my number one goal is I help my clients lose weight, right? Totally great. You might say that you're a social media manager and what you help your clients achieve is insert blank, right? But if you do not have complete clarity on how you help your clients, right, in a way that is ROIable, right, which is their return on investment, it's going to be very, very hard not only for you to actually find those clients, get those clients, sell those clients, but you won't end up with happy clients, right? And I think that that's something that in this space, it needs more attention. We need to really be talking about this because anyone can be a coach. That's the beauty of it, right? But on the same kind of leaf, that's the fear factor of it, right? My dog. It's, are you who you say you are? Go on. Okay. It's just gonna keep clawing at the door. What's up, Cassidy? So are you who you say you are, right? And that's the biggest hurdle for most coaches who are trying to utilize Instagram in order to grow their business, or any social media platform. It could be Facebook as well, right? Because not only do you have to build the know factor where you have attention from ideal clients, you have to build the like factor, which means they like you or they see themselves as like you, right? They see similarities, okay? And then the trust factor. This is the hardest piece and the most important. Somebody write this down. Trust equals sales. If you have no trust with your community, there will be no sales. Does that make sense? If there is no trust, there will be no sales. So if you right now, you're posting consistently, you're showing up online, you feel like you're doing all the right things, but nobody's paying you, nobody's signing, nobody's buying, the number one thing you need to look at is your trust factor. And you probably do not have that, right? And if you don't have trust, there are specific ways that you want to build that trust quickly within your community, right? Because you don't just need anyone to trust you, you need the right people to trust you. So when it comes to client hacking, right? So we've talked a little bit about kind of lead generation and how to actually get the client and acquire the clients. which is going to be with trust. But when it comes to when it comes to results, okay, there are a couple of key factors that allow you to create results with your clients. Number one, yes, you are not going to be, 100% responsible for someone's results, because in the way that the coaching world works, coaching, consultant, anything that's like not necessarily you're providing a service for someone, but you are working with that person, right? It's done with you, not done for you. In that space, it's super important to understand that people have to show up, right? So yes, your clients have to show up. They have to meet you halfway. They have to be willing to be coachable, right? And so the first step to making sure your clients get results is actually, it might surprise you. This step is making sure that you sign the right clients. That's it. Like, you have to make sure that you are working with people, and that before you take someone's money, before you sign them as a client, they understand the expectation that you have as the coach, right? Does that make sense? And you probably haven't seen that anywhere, because a lot of people don't talk about this, because a lot of people don't know about this, right? Anyone can say, well, I can teach you how to make $10,000 a month. It's like, okay, well, how do I get repeat customers, right? That's what we're talking about today. It's the, when I say client hacking, I'm like, okay, well, if I get a client, I want to keep that client, right? And for us, what's so fantastic is we just actually launched our second business unit, which is called Funnel and Scale. And it is a very high level program for established coaches and consultants and service providers who want to get into the multiple 6 and 7 figures, right? They want to get to like $500,000 or $1 million with funnels and ads. And out of our first round of that program, 70% of those people were repeat clients, meaning they had worked with myself and our team in another program, in another offering that we had sold, right? And when you think about client hacking, I want you to start thinking about your business over the next year or 2 years or 3 years. Do you want to constantly have to run to try and find new clients? Or when you have clients, how can you leverage that pool? Because that's a community as well. You have your kind of non-paying audience, your organic audience, and then you have your internal community, which are your clients, right? And just because, let's say, the 12 weeks with you is done, well, you only were able to get $3,000 in working with that person once, right? And that makes your cost per acquisition really, really expensive. That means you need 6 months, you're gonna spend thousands of dollars on your content creation, on all your platforms, on all your team, on doing all these other things, right? Because you're having to constantly generate new leads and find new clients. And that's actually a bad sign. That's a bad sign, right? So getting to your first 6 figures, simple, at least the way we teach it. And right, like, we know how to do it. It's like broken it down to a science, okay? And that brings me to our second piece that we're going to talk about here. But the first step is understanding, okay, you have clients. How do you leverage your existing clients to increase the amount of money that they're paying you, to increase the longevity of your relationship, right? Because if someone's paid you once, they're more than what typically, it's easier for them to want to pay you again if you delivered. If you don't deliver, you're going to be like 99% of the other coaches and consultants out there. And I know this isn't fun to hear, right? But it's really, really, really powerful stuff. So I hope that you guys are all paying close attention. Like, is this resonating? Send a heart in the comments right now if this is resonating for you, so that I know that you guys are listening, paying attention. Let me know in the comments, you guys. I'm gonna wait for you. Let me find my Facebook comments. I don't know what Facebook and Zoom did, but for some reason, they're not wanting to talk to each other. Okay, Deanna over on Facebook is an author. Awesome. You do author coaching. Very, very, very cool, Deanna. I would love to know a little bit more about your business. Okay, let's see. We've got plant-based lifestyle coach. What's up, Tyler? We've got Velvet Moons coaching, Twin Hearts healer, Concha. What's up, Concha? Love it, love it. Okay, amazing. So I'm glad that's making sense for you guys. So when you think about, right, we've talked a little bit about generating leads, and then we talked about the best people to look for when you want to start a new offer. You want to look at your pre-existing client base. That is like the best place. And for that to convert, right, for someone to pay you once and then want to pay you again as a repeat customer, not only does that say so much about you, but it says so much about the results that you're able to produce. Like, that's unreal. If you walked over to any other business coach, they wouldn't be able to tell you that 70% of a brand new program, right? 70% of those people were repeat clients, right? Just so you understand the validity of that. It's weighty, it's hefty. If you can do that, you're going to be really successful in business for the long term, right? And so a little bit of a deviation when we talk about client hacking. Yes, you want to always look to your previous clients. That's the best place to find new clients if you have a new offer or something fresh. And you want to always be really serving that community as well. You don't just want to like chew people up and spit them out, right? Which is, I think, a huge problem that we see in the online coaching community. And let me know if this makes sense, if you've experienced this. We have, for example, like our signature program, the Boss Mastermind, is a live 12-week live coaching container. This is a business accelerator. And there are, several other kind of like business coaching programs like that. And one of the unique differentiating factors that Boss has that no one else has is our alumni get to stay connected inside of our community group, which means that even after their 12 weeks where they graduate, they still have access to me, they still have access to our coaches, they still have access to all curriculum and updates. We do tons of live trainings for them. So we continue to deliver even though they're outside of the 12-week container with us, right? And that is by far, for the Boss community, that's by far one of the biggest perks that they have, because you're not done building your business after 3 months, right? You're just not. And so for anyone who's been in a coaching program like that, you start to feel kind of scarce and stressed out towards the end if you haven't necessarily hit the results you wanted to. And we understand that, right? Everyone comes in at a little bit of a different place in their business. Most of our clients come in and they absolutely crush it, right? Like we have many, many students. One of our students was on my last live actually last Wednesday. And she's like, yeah, I just did 15 grand in 30 days, all organic, right? Brand new to her business. And so we get students that have results like that. But then of course there's going to be students who take a little bit longer to kind of navigate the processes and the systems that we're asking them to do, because it's a lot. It's business, right? It's not like throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. And so you want to just start to think about in your coaching offers, whether you do one-on-one coaching, whether you do group coaching, how can you continue really over-delivering and not making your clients feel like the second they're done working with you, they're out, right? And that doesn't mean that you have to bend over backwards forever for them, but I just want to get you to start thinking about the value that's there, because you've already built that relationship and you had to work really hard to take someone from a follower to a buyer. Right? But once they bought, that's when the sale starts. That's not when the sale ends. And a lot of people misunderstand. They think a transaction and a sale are the same. A transaction is when someone pays you. A sale, right, is actually the fulfillment, the delivery. Okay? So when you think about client hacking, when you think about delivering results,